Things we're going to cover here are some simple ones. Is this good market for your company? The 7 steps that I've seen companies take in 23 years of advising firms that want to win more government business. Some keys to finding, not just finding, but also winning and bringing home green opportunities. And some essential tools and resources that June is going to tell you about that Acumen guides thousands of the most successful companies in America to implementing. Is this good business for your company? Typically, the companies that are winning government business are established companies in the marketplace with good working capital, strong track records, good relationships and past performance, and the capacity to do the work. None of those are new to anybody in this room. You're all established companies who know all of that. Those of you who haven't won government business before, a survey done last year highlighted that it takes the average company that is new to the federal space 18 to 24 months, 19.6 months right up the middle to win your first federal contract, and companies spend an average of $86,124 on the way to winning their first federal contract. That being said, the fact that you're here means that you are already lowering the amount of money it's likely to take because you're collecting expertise and relationships that's going to take to win that kind of business. 7 things that I see companies do when they're looking to win government business are these. And we're going to talk about 3 of them this morning. Strategy. Is this good business for your business? And if so, what next? Focus. How can you focus on the best potential business that you can win the most easily? And there's a couple of key questions we're going to reveal in the next few minutes that can help really hone that focus right down for you. Process. How does government buy what you offer? And what do you need to know about that? Because government buyers have 2 problems. Who's a government buyer in the room? Hands up. I'm not going to hurt you. Government buyers tell me time and again they have 2 problems. First, they need products and services to serve citizens and deliver missions. But second, they need a legitimate, expedient way to get those products and services. Those of you who come able to solve both those problems have a significant advantage over those who say, hi, I've got stuff. Oh, you want stuff? Well, yeah, that's your contracting officer's problem, right? The easier you can make it for them to do business with you, the easier it is for you to win that business. Competition, teaming, relationships, marketing, all things for another day that we're not going to touch so much right now, but we're going to hit up the first 3 in the next few minutes. Is this good business for your business, and how do you know? In a survey done last year of 1,508 companies doing business and pursuing business with government, out of those 5 top reasons why people might want to pursue business, 70% of companies who won government contracts are motivated by one of 2 reasons. One is that selling to government is aligned with their plans to grow the company. And the other is that they've identified a specific need that a government agency has for what they do. Other things like we want to balance out the business cycle, or gee, government prints the money, how bad can that be? Those are not the reasons why successful companies are focused on government business to grow their business. Growth and filling a need are the top 2 reasons. Focus or go broke. If you're prospecting for government business, the biggest piece of advice I can give is one that comes right from this area, and that's the same advice that Mark Felt gave Deep Throat when gave Bob Woodward when they were investigating the Watergate scandal, and that is follow the money. And in this case, public money means public information about where opportunities are, not only in business forecasts, but also where the spending has been in the past. In order to focus on the most winnable business, what I encourage you to do is think not about what product or service you offer, but what problem do you solve? In a past life, I used to get lunch money from the Queen of England. I worked for the Canadian Embassy in Washington. I had a budget for taking people out to lunch. It was my very favorite kind of research. My second favorite kind of research was taking people out for breakfast. And in this case, I was at a breakfast that was hosted by Nick Wakeman of Washington Technology, and he said something astonishing. He said he was recounting a conversation he had with a flag officer in the Pentagon who had said to him, "I've always got 20 minutes for a capability presentation for a company." I went, "Time out. I talked to thousands of people, coast to coast, year-round, and you're telling me the general always has 20 minutes for a capability presentation? I want to know where this general is." He said, "No, you weren't listening to me." I went, "Okay, that's why I take notes." I went, "I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Please tell me again what it was you just said." He said, "The general says I always have 20 minutes for a company who can solve my problem." Think about what you do. If you had to write down not the product or service you solve, but think about what it is that you offer to government in terms of the problem you solve. And then what are the symptoms of somebody who's got that problem? Just as Chris was saying, when you're thinking about green IT, thinking about what other goals does your system, your service, your solution help an organization achieve, can start to open doors for where good opportunities are for you. We just went through 6 agonizing months of continuing resolution. If nothing else underscores the value of being able to do more with less money, that should be on the top of all of our minds right now. How it is that you can help the government buyer or prospect or prime contractor you're working with achieve their mission and spend less money doing it. That starts to get to the heart of what's going to get people's attention.